Good morning, children. Welcome to social class. This is A. Manoj Kumar, working in Oxford High School, Uppugunduru. We have been discussing oceans and fishing. In this session, I will explain you about fishing village on the coastal plains. If you go coastal plain area, we are able to observe some villages, some coastal villages. That means the fishermen are living in that particular villages. Okay, ocean water always saline. Saline means salty. If you go ocean area, take water, handful of water. If you try to drink it, it is salty. Total ocean water is salty. Oceans are the main sources of rainfall. How due to the oceans rains are falling, so such a doubts arises. Yes, due every day due to the evaporation. Okay, now then some water cycle is happening. After evaporation, condensation takes place. Afterwards, precipitation takes place. Afterwards, runoff. Such a cycle every day it goes on. Most of the water evaporates from the oceans. Okay, isn't it or not? That's why most of the areas receiving rainfall due to these water bodies. From these water bodies, water is evaporating. Do you understand? If you see ocean water, just now I told you it is salty, saline. Okay, why it is salty or saline? Because lot of minerals dissolve into that water. Isn't it or not? Okay, lot of minerals dissolved in ocean water. That's why ocean water is salty. Okay, then these oceans are the main resources of fish and seafood. We are getting more fishes and more seafood from the oceans, isn't it or not? Okay, na? Salt also we are getting from the oceans. Then after that one process, after that they are following salt pans they are making. After water dried up, then it makes salt. That process is different. Then let us visit. Okay, now oceans are national highways. Oceans are national highways. We know regarding that. Okay, na? So that means if you wanted earlier time, most of the transportation took place from the oceans only. Okay, na? Nowadays we have different ways, roadways, then through the aeroplanes, transportation taking place. Do you understand? Then let us take Bhavanampadu. Here other taken Bhavanampadu village. Regarding that he explained. They visited Bhavanampadu. They saw the life of the fishermen. What is the life they are leading in Bhavanampadu? He explained in this lesson. Okay, na? Up to now, what we discussed. Okay, then if you go to the ocean area, that is totally saline. Okay, then lot of minerals are dissolved in it. Salt we are getting from the oceans. We are getting fish sources and seafood from the oceans. All those, these are the national highways, natural national highways. Okay, then goods are transporting from one place to one country to another country, one state to another state. Okay, such things we discussed right now. Now he explaining about Bhavanampadu, a village located near to the sea coast. Which one? Bhavanampadu. The total area of people fully dependent on catching fish. Okay, catching fish. Here, Appalkonda name given. Appalkonda. Actually, his wife wakes him up by 4 o'clock. Then he get ready by 5 o'clock. Then 5 o'clock he eats some food. Afterwards, he go to beach, seashore. Already his friends waiting for him. That means they are ready to go to the catching fish. Okay, na? So friends are waiting. All are poor fishermen. Okay, Especially these fishermen, all fishermen, they do not own any kind of nets or boats. Okay, they are relying on one person. Okay, then they are they are going on that particular boat. Here, who owns boat? Especially Tata Rao, he has mechanical boat. Okay na, Tata Rao has having the mechanical boat. By using that boat, these 20 fishermen along with Tata Rao, they are venturing into the sea for catching fishes and seafood. Isn't it or not? Okay, so Tata Rao mechanical boat having, then they are all 20 members. They are arranging necessary things and they are loading everything before venturing the sea. Before launching, they check the engine and rope puller, the additional stock of diesel, everything they are checking to venturing into the sea. Then additional stock also, additional things also they are seeing. Afterwards, before going to venturing into the sea, they are praying goddess, which they pray most. Okay, they are relying most. Tata Rao, where he purchased that boat? Marakonda in Odisha. Okay, he went to Marakonda, which is located in Odisha. He invested 6 lakhs rupees. That to be where he taken 6 lakhs rupees. Private money lenders given him 6 lakhs rupees with paying high interest. He purchased that boat. Which boat? Okay, mechanical boat. Okay, he couldn't get the money from the bank. When banks give you money, if you have any assets, fixed assets, by that time only banks provide you money. But these fishermen, poor fishermen, not having any fixed assets, that's why he taken money from the private money lender. That's why he is paying, Tata Rao paying high amount of interest to him. How much money they will get, they don't know. Every day Tata Rao investing 5,000 rupees on that boat. Why Tata Rao investing 5,000 rupees every day? Okay, he has to pay wages to those 20 members who are coming to catching fish. He has to pay, okay, that amount to as a wages. Then diesel, etc. money also he has to pay. Who? Tata Rao. Okay, such a way, lot of money investing on the boat. Where he is taking that money? From the middleman itself he is taking the money. Whenever catching the fish and coming back, these middleman fixes the rate. They purchase these fishes to that middleman only. Here the point is, these middlemen getting 4 times extra money when compared to these fishermen. Who are catching the fishes here? Fishermen are catching the fishes. Who are collecting these fishes? Middlemen are collecting the fishes from the fishermen. They are getting less money. Who? Fishermen getting less money from the middleman. These middlemen purchasing these fishes, sending these fishes to various states like Mumbai, Calcutta, Hyderabad. Okay, so Kerala, they are sending through vans. Okay, so and getting more money. 4 times they are getting extra money by selling these fishes. Okay na. Dhanamma, Appalkonda wife, already every day she wakes up by 4 o'clock. Whenever her husband went to the sea, then he also going for household work by 9 o'clock. Sometimes she is working in agricultural field. Sometimes she works in salt pans. Always she is thinking about the safety of her husband. Okay, praying goddess regarding handful of fishes and safety of her husband. Such a way, Dhanamma praying goddess. So whenever these fishermen coming back, they are very happy. Between 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock, before 1 p.m. to 6 p.m, generally these fishermen are reaching the land area. Okay, sometimes midnight also it takes time to come back. That means a lot of time take to come back. And okay, unfortunately sometimes these fishermen trapped with cyclones. Okay, so by that time swimming towards the land area is very difficult. Such a troubles they are facing sometimes. So that going and catching the fishes nearly 15 to 20 kilometers is a bravery task. Some persons, especially some persons using karatappa, they are going short distances of 5 kilometers and catching little fish and coming back. Okay, these little fish sold by the Beragattelu. Okay, they are selling these fishes in Pundi. Okay, then Tekkali. Okay, these areas they are selling Beragattelu. Such a way life is going on in Bhavanampadu. Some fishermen going to very near to sea area, that means 5 kilometers, by using Karatappa. Okay, it is not dangerous and bringing little fish. Some fishermen going far off places near to 15 to 20 kilometers by using Marapadava, okay, mechanical boat, and bringing the fishes. Or actually his wives are always praying goddess about their safety and handful of handful of fishes. This is all about life structure in Bhavanampadu village. In the next session I will explain you nets and other things. Okay na? Thank you.